alright, alright, yeah, it's alright, alright. Don't need no 5-star.
In the 90s, mid-90s, I was there from 91 to 95 at Berkeley. And over the course of those years, we had Abe Jr., John Blackwell, Little John Roberts, Johnny Rabb, I'll forget some, Antonio Sanchez, Ben Caesar, Fred, who's playing with Sheryl Crow right now. Who else am I forgetting? A lot of cats. So every week was, everywhere you went, every practice room, somebody was killing it. So having those guys there, because if you have Johnny Rabb next to you, or you saw Abe Jr. play in a CAF show, which is where we'd have concerts back then in the cafeteria, or if you saw John Blackwell play in the Performance Center the night before, then you got to go play the next day. It definitely forces you to figure out your strengths and focus on what you do best.
'Cause I got a roof over my head, the woman I love laying in my bed, and it's alright, alright, alright. I got shoes under my feet, forever in the eye staring back at me, and it's alright, 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 yeah. I got all I need, and that's alright by me.
I never intended to do anything but play. So I moved to Nashville. I know nobody. I know one guy in Nashville, and he's teaching drums, not playing. He doesn't even live in Nashville. He lives south of Nashville. Teaches in a shop, and I've just started from scratch. So I kind of picked Nashville, not really at random, but not knowing a lot about country music, but knowing I wanted to be in that scene. So I went down there and immersed myself as much as I could.
Ooh, I dig the way that you move. You shake it down to your roots. I did your mama teach you how to do that thing you do? Yeah, nothing sweeter than wild. I take a sip of that smile. I bet the boys at home can't leave you alone. You little homegrown honey, honey, honey. You're so money, money, money. You got a country road, Carolina soul. Baby, you're just so homegrown.
This is really, when I started to work in Nashville, was a cold call at Jessica Andrews Management Company. The guy, for some reason, decided to give me a shot. I still don't really understand why. I didn't audition either. Something I said on the phone. We talked about Berkeley a little bit. We talked about some of the players. I think he recognized some of the teachers' names, or must have had some connection. So they brought me in to rehearse. I rehearsed, it went well. I filled in for 2 shows, it went well, and then I got the gig. And from that gig, that was my first artist gig, somewhere around 96 to 8 range. And then some of the musicians I met while on the road with her still hire me today, and I still hire them, and we're still friends. So it's kind of, once you get into the circle, once you get on one gig, you then get here and you meet all the other guys in town. I mean, it's not that simple, but to a degree, it definitely opens the door.
Sorry, I'm in a southern state of mind. I could be anywhere, in my heart I'm always there. Where we drink sweet tea and they raise you to be polite. Ain't no changing who I am, that's the way I've always been. No matter what state I'm in a southern state of mind. I'm always walking around telling everybody.
Jody Messina, the bass player, was a friend, and he brought me in on that. And while working for Jody, I've been friends and played golf with some of Darius's management team, Scott McGee and Doc McGee over at the office. And so when they put Darius's thing together, I think Scott and I had lunch at the beginnings of when Darius was doing the country record. And we just happened to have lunch at the time and just talked about it. And he said, hey, you know, if this comes up, would you be interested? And I was like, play with Hootie? Yeah, you know, I'm in. So, and then I find out later that, you know, Darius isn't Hootie, but at the time, what did I know? But it sounded like, how many times do you get a call to go play with a household name, you know? I mean, Darius Rucker's a household name for 20 plus years. So I jumped at it, and it kind of worked.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. I want to hear some fiddle. Play some fiddle.
I had spent a couple of years where I couldn't find anything that I liked stick-wise. And going from a guy who was playing drums, was playing, you know, touring, but just never found anything that really felt natural, like my stick. Everything I've touched from Vic Firth feels like it was made for me. So, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm not making it up. I told Joe this tonight, and I mean it. I feel like you guys could send me a different pair of sticks every month, and I'd be perfectly happy playing it. I've had more fun playing the drums since I started playing Vic Firth, for sure. It makes it easy.
Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Let me hear you sing it. Let me hear you. Come on, let me hear you. Yeah, rock